It's Breaking the News with Des Clark.
I am Des Clark, and this is Breaking the News, the show that breaks the week's news and asks four opinionated panellists to put it back together again. With me are four fabulous comics. On my right, we have Athena Cook-Blenu and Scott Agnew, and facing them are Sam Lake and Ashley Storey. In the news this week, the shift away from using coins has fueled a drop in children needing surgery to remove objects they've swallowed or stuck up their noses. Children swallowing a contactless card isn't such a big problem, as it still works if you hold the child close enough to the till. Patrick Harvie is to stand down as co-leader of the Scottish Greens. In line with Greens policy, a new Patrick Harvie will be planted to offset him. And fares on Borders buses will go up this month by an average of 10%. That means the cost of a return fare from Galashiels to Selkirk is now threepence halfpenny, 2 stamps and a shiny button. Right, you've met our teams. Let's crack on with round one. This is the Broken News round, where our teams have to guess two major stories of the week that have been mashed together into one single news headline. So, Athena and Scott, can you tell me what this is all about?
President Trump will take historic action later when he announces
across-the-board increases in their household bills from today.
There are fears the move could prompt
The hike in energy and council tax.
The White House says
Tough.
So let's start with you, Athena. What do you think our first story is then?
Oh, this has to be Donald Trump charging tariffs on imports into the USA.
Yes, well done. After a day of waiting, President Donald Trump has unveiled a new raft of tariffs on goods imported to the US in a move that will have huge implications for global trade. The measures include a universal tax of 10% on all imports, including British-made goods. Other territories like the EU are receiving higher tariffs. Trump says that these tariffs will reshape the economy in much the same way as an iceberg reshaped the Titanic. Scott Agnew, what do you make of Trump's tariff announcement?
Well, it had all the kind of campery of a Bruce Forsyth game show for the 70s, didn't it? Yeah. He came bouncing out, you know, it's like he had his big board up, right? With like all the countries and all the rest. Personally, I think Keir Starmer should respond in kind. He should sort of bounce out in front of the number 10. No, it's to Trump, you know. It's, what do tariffs make? Retaliations? That was my attempt at Bruce Forsyth.
Love that. Love it. Sam, what are you thinking then? What do you make of Trump's tariff announcement?
Well, I think it's crazy how many things this is going to affect. So I tried to look up what businesses are going to affect, and I had to reread this just to make sure I understood it right. One of the biggest affected businesses will be jam. Just Big Jam is getting it. And as a Cornishman, I take that very personally. We bloody love our jam down in Cornwall. And because nobody understands what a tariff is, every time that a tariff gets announced, I've got an auntie who still lives in Cornwall, and she makes jam for a living. And so she doesn't know what the tariff means. And she said to me, well, I'm going to have to stop making jam, because if I keep making strawberry jam, they're going to put me in Guantanamo. I was like, no, you'll be fine, Julie. Don't worry about it.
Ashley, what do you think then of Trump's tariff announcement?
I was looking at the islands, a 41% tariff on the Falkland Islands. There's 3,200 people there and 1 million penguins. What did the Falkland Islands do to him? Was he just like, this is for you, Maggie, loved you?
So obviously we've referred to this as the special relationship, the so-called special relationship. Athena, any time that you can remember where a friend has let you down?
4 words: I've been a bridesmaid. They make you wear horrible things, and they do it because they hate you. So stop doing this to us. We just don't want to wear the dress, man. I don't wear green. No one wears green. Ever.
No, that's a beautiful, heartfelt moment there. And
I think this might be the wrong city to be saying that.
Right,
We're here 2 weeks
Did I
ago,
say-
every woman in...
Did I say...
Half the city wears green. The other half are giving you a standing ovation as we speak, so... A group of barren Antarctic islands inhabited only by penguins have been swept up in Donald Trump's trade war. The US president hit them with a 10% tariff on goods, saying they're clearly exploiting us. How can they all afford dinner jackets? There we go. Well done, Athena and Scott. You get 2 points for that. And it was the latest from Trump's tariffs. Over to you now, Sam and Ashley. What was the other story we were after?
I think it's the story that the cost of living is going up yet again.
Is the right answer. And we're all depressed at the sound of it. Yeah, well done, Ashley. Millions of people across the UK will see across-the-board increases in their household bills from this week. The price hikes are far-ranging, from energy and council tax to broadband charges and the TV licence. The UK government says the rise in the national living wage, also coming into effect this week, will give workers more money in their pockets. The severity of rising bills can be estimated by how long after opening a bill your da gives a low whistle. Well, obviously, amongst all the rises, Scotland's council tax is on the up. So, Ashley, should we expect more from our council?
Yes. Yes, there's no question. Should we expect more from our council? Yes, Des. It's mad that I spend my life imagining, wouldn't it be great if there was a vigilante who filled potholes? Like... I've designed costumes for me and my da to go about. We'll call ourselves the hole-filling duo, and we'll just...
We've got a pothole on the road outside where we live, and it's been there for ages, and and not just is it dangerous, it's horrible to look at as well, and the council have done nothing about it. The closest anyone's come to doing anything about it is to try and make it look a bit nicer, is someone has taken 2 massive googly eyes and put them above the pothole. So it looks like the emoji. So when you crash your car, you can go like, oh, at least I died with a smile.
Be careful what you wish for, because councils are super efficient. So the pothole situation, they'll just bury their dead in it. They'll just be like, well, if you want us to fill up the hole, we will.
Who do you think causes potholes? It is motorists that cause potholes, right? And you've got to take a bit of responsibility for yourself. There is no need for your golden child to be ferried around in a motor that's the same weight as a Sherman tank, right? Between their house, their school and their vape shop and back again, right? I don't drive, I don't have wains, so like I get hee-haw for my council tax, right? I'll get a 3 weekly bin collection and I enjoy it. I'm thankful, you know? And I just laugh when I hear one of your motors go down one of the big holes.
Sam, pretend you're Martin Lewis and give us all your top money-saving tip.
When you're doing your big shop, go to the supermarket in the evening, because then in the car park, it'll be a bit darker, it'll be harder to see it, and you can crouch down next to the trolleys, and occasionally someone will accidentally shove a £1 coin in your mouth. And if you swallow it fast enough, they won't ask for it back, right?
Yes, you'll know rising costs have really hit when Tesco Finest is replaced with Tesco May. That'll do. Yes, well done, Sam and Ashley. You get 2 points for that. It was the mashup of new tariffs coming from the US and rising bills here in the UK. And at the end of that round, well done, it's 2 points all! Now, much of our news is about public opinion, so to find out what stories people are talking about, we spoke to 2 friends of the show, presenter and podcaster Nicola Meehan and writer and presenter Ali Heather. So first of all, what do you think Nicola is on about here?
I did it once in Buchanan Street in Glasgow, and I made £7.50 in an hour. Although I've never been sure whether I was being paid to stop or paid to keep going. Anyone who claims it's psychological torture clearly hasn't seen those dancing cats playing the drums down beside Poundland. They are awesome.
Is this that story about the buskers that have been ordered by the court to stop playing the same songs over and over again because it's been deemed psychological torture?
Sam, that is a great spot, and that is the right answer, yes. This is the story that buskers playing loud songs over and over have been compared to psychological torture by a judge. Westminster Council has been ordered to clamp down on buskers using amplifiers for their street performances. The council says it will try to balance minimising the noise nuisance with street artists' right to perform. Yes, buskers playing loud songs have been compared to psychological torture by a judge, which is why Abu Hamza was sentenced to life in a cell with that panpipe band for Sucky Hall Street. Oh, my goodness me. What a story. Sam, first of all, to the ruling itself, do you think this ruling was fair?
I kind of do, and I only say that because I grew up in a country pub back home in Cornwall. I grew up in a country pub. In the pub, we lived above the pub, so my bedroom was right above where all of the pub singers would set up their PA systems and stuff. So every Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday, I had to try and fall asleep to the sounds of a milkman who was a milkman by day, but at night he was the drag act Tina Turner. And he did a rendition of Proud Mary that was so shockingly bad, I thought, do you know what? Mary should actually be ashamed of herself. So I'm fully on the court side here.
I think this is very odd that we've been sat together and asked the same question because I grew up in the bedroom above a pub.
Stop.
In the East End of Glasgow, and I would have to listen to my dad's cousin Alan, who was straight, dress up as a lady and sing Simply the Best to a really angry Catholic crowd who did not want to hear that song.
Welcome to the roundabout. Have you lived above a pub? Scott, I mean, do you think that ruling was fair?
It was absolutely fair, but I recently realised, reading another court story, how out of touch I am with the rest of the Scottish public. And the story was a bully who pulled the bagpipes out the mouth of a boy busker was told by the sheriff yesterday that he should hang his head in shame, right? Stirling Sheriff Court had the boy going to Station Road, Perthshire, at 9 a.m, and he had the bagpipes and he was dressed in a kilt in order to busk for money for sweets. Around 10:30 a.m, an hour and a half later, I think this man shows great patience and restraint. Shouted at him and proceeded to pull his bagpipes from him and threw them to the ground, causing damage, right? The boy's mother told prosecutors that her son was traumatised by what happened and is struggling to sleep. So was the original guy.
What do you think, Athena? Is this ruling fair?
Yeah, anything that discourages the use of accordions on trains is something I'm going to be fully supportive of. I think the worst train journey I had was a guy who was going up and down this train and he was using his accordion, but the choice of song was not correct. It was Livin' La Vida Loca on an accordion. And no, you're not doing this for money because no one's giving you money. You're doing this because you hate us. You just hate us.
I'm going to take this theme and run with it, actually, because we're talking about busking. What is the most entertaining thing that you've seen on the street? Sam?
I was near the train station and the police were there because there'd been some kind of altercation and I did want to catch my train home, but then I did also want the goss of the situation, so I called my husband and I said, I'm going to be late, Daddy's in an episode of Line of Duty. And I sort of hung around to find out what had happened. And you know when you've done something wrong and then somebody asks you what happened and you try and tell a version of events to make you sound like you were sort of in the right? The police were asking this guy what had happened, and I'd never seen a story go south so quickly. They were like, in your own words, tell us what happened. And he went, oh, it was very dramatic. My best friend just suddenly passed out in my arms. Well, not my hands. I strangled him.
Yes, banishing, booming, busking is the right answer. Sam and Ashley, well done. You get 2 points for that. Now to you, Athena and Scott. It's your turn. What do you think Ali is talking about here?
We're now finding things that people have lost while trying to find the thing that would actually be interesting to find, only to find that the thing that we found that the searchers lost didn't help us find the thing we were all keen to see in the first place.
They found a camera that they'd set up to try and capture photographs of the Loch Ness Monster.
That was correct, Scott. An underwater camera set up 55 years ago to try and photograph the Loch Ness Monster has been found by accident by a robot submarine. No footage of Nessie has been found on the device, but one of the submarine's engineers was able to develop a few images of the loch's murky waters. The first report, of course, of the Loch Ness Monster was in 7th century AD by St. Columba. Although given that he was a monk, there is a chance he was just off his face on Buckfast. So, Scott, I mean, amazing story and well done for navigating to the right answer. Are you still surprised that we've still not found Nessie?
No, I'm very much of the opinion that we will not find Nessie if the hoteliers up there can help it. Do you know what I mean?
Athena, what do you think? Are you surprised we've still not found her?
I'm not surprised, but I do feel like the kind of people who go looking for the Loch Ness Monster are the kind of people that we want to go looking for them. It's just like, stay. Have you not found it yet? Go on, just stay there. Stay there. I think it's good we've given very annoying people a habit that takes them out of the general population for a couple of days at least at a time. Yeah, we haven't found the Loch Ness Monster because we won't find the Loch Ness Monster because it's not real.
Well, thanks to Athena for the last time performing in Scotland. What do you think about this then, Ashley? Are you surprised we still haven't found Nessie?
As a big fan of cryptozoology and someone who's travelled in order to search for the Loch Ness Monster, I believe that the Loch Ness Monster is in fact the offspring of a sad diplodocus who took up residence in the lake and pumped a snake.
Well, no pressure on you with this answer then, Sam.
She's real, don't hurt me.
Thank you. Is the right answer. Are you surprised we still haven't found Nessie then? What are you thinking, Sam?
I'm not surprised that we haven't found her. I am surprised that apparently this camera that they set up, 50 years ago to take a photo of it, they just plucked it out of the water and it still works. I had to put my phone in a bowl of rice because I tried to take a phone call in some light rain. Like, they just don't make stuff like they used to.
OK, not to say that Nessie isn't, but what is something that you wish was real?
I wish that a Labour Party that wants to look after the interests of working people was a real thing. That'd be nice. Yeah.
No, something that's attainable.
Oh. I wish my hairline was more real. It's receding a bit these days.
What about this? Obviously, Ashley, you know, and I know that Nessie is real, but what is something that you wish was real?
do you know what, unicorns? I wish unicorns were real. I think they were real and we hunted them into extinction because I went to Edinburgh Castle and this guy in a waistcoat took me into a secret room and he let me hold Mary Queen of Scots' unicorn horn.
It's not on the official tour, but, you know. Yes, a camera to catch Nessie is the right answer. 2 points go to Athena and Scott. This is Breaking the News from BBC Radio Scotland with me, Des Clark. Now, this round's all about who's in the news. I will play you a clip of a mystery person. All you have to do is tell me who it is. So, Athena and Scott, you're first this time. Who is this?
Monday, 31st of March, is a dark day for our democracy and our country.
That's Marine Le Pen, and she is not allowed to run in the next French elections.
Is the right answer. Well done, Athena. Yes, the French far-right leader Marine Le Pen has been stopped from running in France's 2027 presidential election. A court in Paris barred her from running for public office for 5 years after she was found guilty of misusing public funds. The verdict was read at 10 a.m. on Monday, just before the first of the French court's 7 lunch breaks and a mid-afternoon recess for some light adultery.
I don't know, call me a prude, but I just kind of think peddling hate should stop you from being a candidate for, like, a national election. Maybe I'm just mad here. But I also think it wasn't a hard decision for the jury because she apparently has support from unhelpful people. So if you're in court, you obviously have to call people for your defence. She had Putin and Viktor Orban. So she had no chance. It's like, who's next up? Oh, Darth Vader has come to put in a good word about my charity work. So she was never going to beat those allegations, sadly.
It is a sign that, like, the far right are on the rise and it's becoming cool again. And, like, it sounds silly to say, but, like, as a queer person, like, sometimes you do walk around and go, like, oh, I wonder if things are still as safe as they used to be. I remember sometimes when I would go to, like, Pride or something, if I go to a Pride march, sometimes on the way there'd be a counter-protest, people gathering. And the thing about these counter-protests, they're usually full of men who are bald and like to wear a lot of leather. So when you get to Pride, you have to play this game of, like, Leather Daddy or EDL. And it's very hard to play sometimes.
What do you make of the case against Le Pen, Ashley? What do you make of this?
I found an interesting fact. Do you know that Marine Le Pen is French for fish tank?
So Marine Le Pen, amongst other things, has been banned from running for office for 5 years. But what should you be banned from doing? Scott?
Cheese.
Yes.
Cheese. I've just realised that about 90% of my diet is cheese. Do you know what I mean? Like, for the benefit of the listeners at home, like, if I was to put on a red jumper, I would look like just a big, large wheel of Edam cheese.
Ashley, I'll bring you in here. What should you be banned from doing?
I think probably just, like, going out. It's been a big major fail for the past couple of months. I've been going to my local supermarket, thought I was flirting with the manager of that supermarket, found out about 2 weeks ago he's 3 different men.
Marine Le Pen describes herself as a non-practicing Catholic, which is also what the Pope is called by his disappointed piano teacher. Yes, 2 points to Athena and Scott. That was Marine Le Pen. Right, Sam and Ashley, it's your turn now. Who is this and why are they in the news?
I don't know what I'm supposed to do with my hands. You walk up to the mark, you walk past the mark, you rock back onto your left foot, and you kind of just lean back.
Was that the very handsome Paul Mescal?
Yes, that is the right answer. It is Paul Mescal. He has been cast as Paul McCartney for a slew of new films telling the story of the Beatles. Fellow Irish actor Barry Keoghan takes on the role of Sir Ringo Starr. Actor Harris Dickinson will play John Lennon, and Joseph Quinn will portray George Harrison. There will indeed be 4 films released about the Beatles, each one focusing on a different member. This replaces an earlier proposal to make 36 films about the Sugar Babes. So, Ashley, an obvious question, but what is your answer to this? Are you looking forward to seeing Paul Mescal play Sir Paul McCartney?
On one hand, Paul Mescal, ooh. On the other hand, Paul McCartney, ugh. I don't know where I'll land. But yeah, I don't care. I know this is going to, like, upset the demographic of this show, but Beatles Schmeatles, I don't care. It's like away and get Don Yoko Ono to make seagull noises. At least that's funny.
Yeah, what's that?
Oh, I love it. I love when you watch that documentary and they're like, yeah, we're going to try and write this song about this thing. And she's just in the background like, ah! And John's like, beautiful, Yoko, well done.
What about you, Athena? Are you looking forward to seeing Paul Mescal play Sir Paul McCartney?
I'd look forward to him playing. He could literally be the rear end of a horse. I'd be like, this is fine. I'm happy with this. This is all good because you're underneath that horse costume. I'm with. He's in there. We can't see him, but it's his butt. I am with. Actually, this isn't about the Beatles, and it couldn't possibly be about the Beatles because we know everything there is to bloody know about the Beatles. What are they going to put in these 4 movies that we don't already know? We know. Yeah, no one liked Yesterday. Blah blah blah. There was another guy who was in it originally. He's not in any. Whatever. Like, we just know it all.
Well, maybe it's a story that's already been told, so let's move the conversation on then. Who actually deserves a big budget biopic and why?
I think, and I hope people go with me on this, Nadine Coyle from Girls Aloud. Thank you so much for gasping.
I see it.
Thank you so much. I can see it now. Nadine Coyle, Mammy, where's my passport? The whole thing. She doesn't know. I'm a Gemini, making me a Gemini. What date of birth did I just give years? You know, all of that. And then she joins Girls Aloud. And then she was in The Jungle with Caitlyn Jenner. Oh, I think this is just a film for me and Ashley and
Wow.
nobody else.
Can it be just her pronouncing flyer?
Flyer.
An hour and a half. Scott, what about yourself then? Who deserves a big budget biopic and why?
It would have to be the life story of the Crankies, wouldn't it? What about the Crankies, right?
Yes.
And I think we should have Brian Cox as Ian Cranky, right? And Joe Pesci as Jeanette Cranky. That's where I'm going with that. Quite fabulous story.
Throw my hat in the ring to play Lady Cranky.
Do you want to? I thought you were.
Abby Dozy.
I thought you were too tall.
No, they shrunk Hugh Grant to make him an Oompa Loompa.
Right, okay.
Oh my, coming soon, Fan Debbie Dowsy the musical. Yes, Paul Mescal is of course the right answer, and 2 points go to Sam and Ashley. It's time now for our final quickfire round, which is all about deciphering the numbers in the news. I will read out a headline. All the teams have to do is fill in the blanks. So get ready, teams. When we run out of time, you'll hear this.
It's time to get my £20 bet on.
Oh, that's BBC Sports reporter Phil Goodlad there. OK, fingers on the buzzers, and here we go. What rose by 3.4% last year? Sam?
Is it the number of people on trains using speakerphone on their phone like they're failing a challenge in The Apprentice?
What rose by 3.4% last year? Athena?
Is it people starting relationships by saying you'll do so they can split the council tax?
You old romantic, you. What rose by 3.4% last year? Ashley?
Is it food delivery drivers who won't come to my front door anymore?
It's not quite there yet. No, that's not what we're looking for. What rose by 3.4% last year? Scott?
What did they rise by 3.4% last year?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably a better question, you're right. It's not quite that. I can give you the answer if you want. What we were looking for was the number of contactless card payments, which rose by 3.4% last year to reach 18.9 billion.
It's time to get my £20 bet on.
Oh, there we go. That is the klaxon. Phil has good-ladded. And at the end of the quiz, our winners this week are Sam Lake and Ashley Story. And commiserations to our runners-up, Athena Cook-Bueno and Scott Agnew. And we'll leave you with the breaking news. Breaking news just in. A bed has been left hanging out of the first floor of a house after a tractor collided with another vehicle and hit 2 homes. The bed is currently occupied by a teenager who's promising to get up in a bit. An EasyJet plane is having to undergo repairs after a large lorry smashed into the aircraft's fuselage. The incident has raised some major questions, like exactly how the lorry got up to 30,000 feet in the first place. And a veterinary nurse has been struck off after she fell asleep on a 13-year-old spaniel during an operation after taking drugs meant for animals. Doctors told her she was lucky there were no other side effects, and she left with her tail between her legs. The news is broken. I've been